The modern adventure looks vastly different from those in the age of exploration. Now the globe has been charted, photographed, surveyed, and mapped. Save for the deepest reaches and some intentionally untouched corners, humans have dwindled what was once a vast frontier. And it is from this moment in time, riding on the coattails of the entirety of accumulated knowledge, from which I embark on new adventures. What the explorers of the past have afforded us is something they themselves had much less of, and that is the luxury of time. With this anonymous gift, I choose to engage in the act of discovery and exploration as a ritual, repeatedly zooming into the earth and focusing my attention momentarily on a single spot of land at a time. This zoom felt almost like a trip to Middle Earth, as much as is possible through my computer monitor. Here, in the vast wilderness of Quebec, is a massive eye of greens, blues, and browns. It was formed 200 million years ago when a giant meteorite struck the Earth. René-Levasseur Island is downright Tolkienian. Being the second largest lake island in the world, there's so much to explore here. The 2,000 square kilometers is covered with lakes of various sizes, many of which contain islands themselves. I sweep across the land and take it in. And I'm briefly halted by what has become a common experience when virtual globetrotting. The adventure becomes decidedly less mythical when happening upon a patch of logging, the natural flow of the landscape disrupted by the patterns of mechanization and industry. I learned that this island has been the subject of legal disputes around land rights and protection. The Innu First Nations people have made attempts to restrict the ability of corporations to log the entirety of the island, and specifically the old-growth forests. I recognize that my ability to discover this storybook island in this way, in some ways, is as a result of industry and progress, the impulse and mentality of which can't ever be fully distanced from the clear-cut allegory here. I'm humbled equally by the immensity and intrigue of our planet, and also by my inherently non-neutral impact on it. Recognizing this, I zoom out and explore onward. I was about to put this video out into the world as it just was, and decided to do one last scour for information. I was surprised and a little embarrassed to realize that I had missed something so obvious as to be found in most mentions of the island. It was the flooding of the Manicouagan Reservoir that would actually form this island that is now known as the Eye of Quebec, a fact which makes it the largest artificial island in the world.